Chipper Jones strikes again in Flushing. 6-5.
It was the same old story today as Chipper Jones haunts the Mets again in Flushing. Welcome to Sports. I'm Amy McGorry. More Mets in a minute, but first, the Yankees-Red Sox is always a great rivalry, but tonight, more than bragging rights is on the line. The teams are tied for the top spot in the division. The standings on the left field wall tell the whole story. The Sox would strike first off of Freddie Garcia. Single to right, 1-run scores as 1-zip Boston, but the Yanks would tie it up in the 5th. Eduardo Nunez, the solo shot over the Green Monster. The game is tied at 1 in the 6th. Final when it's over. Another rivalry in baseball, Mets hosting the Braves. This afternoon's game against the NL wildcard leaders left Mets fans reaching for their antacids. Jose Constanza thinks the bat is a lollipop. Isn't he worried about splinters there? That's gotta hurt. Well, hey, maybe it worked. Constanza knocks his first homer of his big league career, a solo shot, and the Braves take a 5-2 lead. But the Mets come back. Willie Harris gets one through the hole. 1-run scores. It's a 5-4 game. Next inning, Angel Pagan lines one to left. Martin Prado can't make the play. Jason Bay scores. We're tied at 5, but if there is one guy who breaks Mets fans' hearts, well, it's Chipper Jones, and he does it again. Game-winning RBI single in the 9th, the Braves win 6-5. Well, the bad news just continues from there. Jose Reyes left the game early due to a mild pull in his left hamstring, the same area that sent him to the DL last month. He had an MRI. The results have not yet been released. And if that wasn't bad enough, check out what happened to David Murphy. Watch his leg as he covers second base on the steal attempt by Constanza. It looks like Constanza's foot spikes Murphy's knee. Murphy goes down, leaves the game. Manager Terry Collins said it just doesn't look good.
I was sick to my stomach for Murph. I mean, when you went out there, listen to what he had to say, I can't, until we get a medical report back, really can't address it, but he seemed to think he was hurt pretty severely.
The Ducks taking on Lancaster today. Second inning, John Rodriguez with a shot to right field. It's a 3-run blast, part of a 7-run inning for the Ducks. Then in the 5th, Ray Navarrete going to the other side, a solo shot. Ducks win 12-6. What's in those bats? We need them for the Mets. Yeah. Much like Darth Vader of Star Wars movie fame was originally a Jedi Knight who fell to the dark side. Well, Bill Belichick in 2000 left the Jets to go to their arch rival, the Patriots. Now he's recruited one of Gang Green's veterans to the dark side in New England. Today, Sean Ellis signed a 1-year deal with the Evil Empire. The Jets had offered the defensive end a 1-year deal for the veterans minimum and said his playing time would be reduced. Ellis leaves the Jets as the team's 3rd all-time sack leader with 72.5 sacks. And of course Rex Ryan had to put his 2 cents in, saying, quote, "The fact that he chose them, there's no way I'm going to wish him well. There is no chance of that." Whoa. Don't blame him. To golf, the Bridgestone Invitational wrapped up. One person familiar with winning tournaments finds himself back in the spotlight. And no, it's not Tiger. Tiger's ex-caddy Steve Williams fired last month after winning 16 world titles with Woods. Now caddies for Adam Scott. Tiger on 16 had a nice approach shot, lands within 3 feet of the hole. He'll make the birdie, finishes in 37th place, 18 shots behind the leader, Adam Scott, who on 18 has to like his new caddy. Makes the birdie putt to win the tournament. He closes it with the 5 under 65, and caddy Steve is back in familiar territory. Finally, Babe Ruth Softball World Series. Levittown Slammers dropped to 1-1 after losing today to a team from North Carolina.
Oh boy. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Amy.